When it's Friday night, there's nothing to do. Start a new show and you suck like glue. What I binged this weekend.
Welcome to What I Binged This Weekend. What I binged this weekend is something that I slightly regretted for like 2 seconds. It's called Stitchers. It is...
That showed up on my Hulu.
Yeah.
It's the only way I could watch it. Anyway, so Stitchers.
Not that she uses my account.
Okay, why did you announce that?
Because
Anyway,
we were saying we don't do that.
Stitchers. So the point of Stitchers is kind of similar, I guess, to iZombie. But it's these people have this technology where you can hack into the minds of people that have died. And with a neuro-stitch sync is what it's called. And the person lays in a clear-looking bathtub, but high-tech. And they can go into the memories of the dead people to solve the crimes, or that's what you think they're doing. So far, there's only been 10 episodes. They've been renewed for a second season. They have one standalone episode that just came out yesterday. It is a Halloween episode. It's funny. It's I just had to get over the fact that people that aren't there now, or they're sick, or something happened to them, are normal. But anyway, so show's pretty good. It's all right. Part of me didn't want to watch it because the whole theory of going into the consciousness of someone else was first claimed by Fringe, I say. There's arguments that it's from that one movie with, what's his name in it, Jake Gyllenhaal? What is that movie called?
Nightcrawler.
Yes,
Definitely not, but that's great.
Code Source.
that one.
Yeah.
That one.
I win.
We're like, oh, Code Source, whatever, that first. But actually, no, Fringe came out before. That was 2009, and Fringe was like 2006, was it? Or 8?
Pretty sure
No.
from beforehand with whoever wrote Minority Report.
That's
maybe,
true.
maybe, whatever.
Pre-
But
Yeah.
I like Fringe, so I'm going with Fringe. But anyway, it's interesting. The main character has, is it temporal dysplasia or something? It's where she can't tell the passage of time, and also she doesn't have really any emotions. But when she goes into the minds of these people, she kind of harnesses what they've felt, or like she has momentary lapses in her consciousness. I don't know if that makes sense, but she acts like the person, or she takes on kind of tendencies as they do. And like I was reading reviews and stuff, I kind of like it. It kind of grew on me toward the end of the episodes. The last episode is actually pretty cool. The only thing about it is it's almost kind of predictable in how the story goes.
Cliche.
A little.
Is there like a season spanning story, or is it more like
Baddie of the week.
baddie of the week, crime of the week, and then like the last 3 episodes are tied together somehow?
Not completely. There is an okay, so actually it does pretty well with that. Because in the beginning, it like shows different like memories of her past. The thing is, she can't remember anything from before the age of 8, and why she is such a good candidate for the Stitchers program, because there was a person before and things went wrong. But like, they even mention how the Stitchers program is like attuned to her body. And then you find out that her parents are actually the ones who created it. So it's this whole mystery of like, why is it working so well with her? Where did her, I think it's called temporal dysplasia, came from? And like, it's the whole solving the mystery of how she's connected with it. Because it almost is cliche in that everything has been leading up to them getting her into this program.
Yeah.
Like, she conveniently gets thrown out of college by her roommate, which is conveniently watching over her by the people who want her in it. It's a secret government agency that they can't tell anyone about.
Yeah.
And it's slightly similar to Fringe. But it gets more interesting as it goes on. I don't know how, if you want to look at it to where, like, again, I was looking at the reviews and stuff, or people, most of them, either you loved it or you hated it, meaning you loved it, like it was a rocky start, and then you like it more as it goes on. But the whole like, oh, it's a female, central character, but the reason why she's perfect for this show is that she's absence of all emotions, which, I don't know, it's kind of like how you want to view the show. But it's pretty interesting. I want to see where they go with it. The way they ended the last episode was dumb because you get like wrapped into it, and it's literally like how Flash ended. Like it's like all this huge climax and then credits, and it's dumb. Meaning,
yell at the TV.
I'm invested in the show, but
To
yes,
throw your cat.
if I had one, I don't know. It's a rocky start. If you give it a chance, as the story
How
goes
many
on, it
episodes
gets
do you
more
think
interested.
It goes in before like it
You're
catches.
invested.
I don't know. Well, because the first episode, it's kind of like a lot of chaos that's happening.
Yeah.
Like she gets thrown out of college, or she's getting threatened about that, and then she gets like abducted, and then it's by these people that like throw her into it.
Yeah.
The first episode is a little confusing, but it's establishing everything that happens. It does get quick to the point of the whole story. Maybe second, third episode. I would say like you're confused a little bit for the first episode, and then as you figure out what's going on,
By
like
the
second,
time,
third
like,
episode.
Second, third episode, you're hooked. Okay.
Kind of, yeah.
The
It's
issue with that though is that like that's almost halfway through the season.
kind of. It is
Yeah,
just.
you hooked.
Because this is a
It's a lot going on in the first
6
episode
episodes,
where
right?
they're getting directly to it, but
And-
they almost don't get to develop enough
Mm-hmm.
to get to the plot line of the story. You know what I mean?
So it's almost one of those shows that should have gone in as like a mini series with like hour-and-a-half episodes, to where it's not so jam pack everything into 42 minutes and hope
Yeah.
that, because like really, if
I think
it
they
takes that long to get into
Yeah.
it,
I don't know,
that's just
because
me. But I also
it
don't
depends
like
on how
shows
you
that do
handle the
that.
first episode. Because it is establishing everything, but it is a lot going on. If you like the concept of it, then that's what'll get you hooked in the first episode. That's... I don't know. I'd say, like, give it a chance if you're into that type of stuff. But,
And how would you rate?
How many stitches do you
How
give
many
it?
stitches do you give it?
probably 6 or 6.5. It's not terrible.
But it's average.
Yeah, it's average. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept. Again, I was just like fringe thought of it first, but it's an interesting concept.